That brings us to TV news. We have some good news over on Netflix for a pretty huge show there these days, as well as some Walking Dead greatness, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting a new series. We're going to talk about that. And then Buffy is getting a new series. Kind of. We'll get to that. So, welcome, nerds, to the TV news. That's a little ambiguous, don't you think? This is a clip that is taken from the larger Week in Nerddom that gets posted up on the main YouTube channel at Generally Nerdy, or youtube.com/Generally Nerdy, however you have to go about it. This section of the news, we're talking about TV shows and episodic shows on streaming networks. I'm still working out a way to say that isn't such a mouthful. Either way, it's going to be TV shows, right? That's how this works. And so let's just get into it, shall we? First up, follow-ups and corrections. Coming out the gate, we have The Wonder Years has officially been canceled after 2 seasons. Imagine my surprise. Also, the big piece from Netflix, One Piece, is getting renewed for a 2nd season. So congratulations to all you One Piece fans. Apparently, the live action series is quite good. I have not yet started to watch it, though it is on my list. Then we have Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. The premiere episode is available for free over on the YouTube channel, so you can go look it up on the YouTubes. It's pretty stinking great. I just watched episode 2. I am so into this series. I just really dig The Walking Dead, and this is like, it just gets better with age. It's like fine wine or bad cheese, whatever. From there, we have another announcement of an older series, show rather. Werewolf by Night is getting re-released this year, just in time for Halloween. October 20th, Disney Plus is going to re-release Werewolf by Night, but this time it's going to be in color for some reason. I thought the black and white was an artistic choice and that was done on purpose, and then I just don't understand why we would be coloring the thing, whatever. And then we have Dark Winds is the next piece in follow-ups. Dark Winds, the show brought to you by George R.R. Martin and Robert Redford, that is based on, what is the author's name? What's Tony Hillerman. The Leaphorn and Chee book series, this TV series is based on, and it's actually quite good. I'm about halfway through season 1 right now, and it just got renewed for a 3rd season. So congratulations to everybody who's watching that. It's actually a quite good show. We'll talk about that though in the That Just Happened for this week, which honestly is probably just going to go up next week because that seems to be the way That Just Happened works. That's what we got for follow-ups and corrections. Let's talk now about trailers. So apparently season 2 of Quantum Leap is actually happening, in spite of the fact that we talked about previously. It was potentially going to get axed. Well, it didn't. We now have a season 2 trailer. October 4th is when this is set to start, though I honestly would not be surprised if a lot of this stuff starts to take a little bit more time because, you know, strikes are a thing. And then Kite Man gets his trailer finally. The name of the show is Kite Man Hell Yeah. Still no specific release date. We do know it's going to be sometime next year, though. Goosebumps, new series over on Disney Plus, got a new trailer. Justin Long is going to be starring in this one. This is not going to be like the Goosebumps anthology series from back in my childhood years. This is going to be a completely different solo narrative that takes you through the entire season that has influences from the books, which is very interesting. And also, Justin Long is always a win, so there's that. From there, we have Frasier just dropped a proper trailer this week that seems that they've taken a couple of core elements of the character of Frasier and tweaked them a little bit. So I don't know how exactly I feel about that, but I'm still going to watch it because I love Frasier. And then Fall of the House of Usher, we got a proper trailer again. Modernizing Poe is an interesting thing to do. I honestly was expecting this to be a little bit more of a period piece, so when this trailer dropped, color me surprised with the modernization, but still, it's gonna be great because that's just the way it goes. And then Chucky Season 3 got its first trailer, announcement trailer, I guess. It's going to be happening rather soon. We have no specific release date apparently for that one yet either. In the trailer, though, we get a little taste of Kenan Thompson for some reason that I'm totally here for, because that dude is hilarious. And also, is it just me, or is the series so much better than the attempted reboot when there was the whole rights issue and they could use Child's Play and they could use Chucky? And yeah, I'm on the Chucky side for sure. We haven't really had that conversation. Where do you fall on that one? From there, we have one final trailer, and that is Percy Jackson and the Olympians has finally dropped a trailer and a release date. The release date for this one is December 20th. It will be going straight to Disney Plus, as you would expect. That's what we got for trailers this week. Let's talk now about some regular-ass news. We did get a little bit more information. I guess this could have been a follow-up, but this is the confirmation, I guess, of speculation previously. Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the spin-off animated series that we talked about potentially happening. Well, now it's officially happening. Mutant Mayhem spin-off is set for sometime in 2024. It will stream to Paramount Plus. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie will be on Paramount Plus today, as I'm recording, actually. September 19th is the date that it got released onto Paramount Plus. So you can go watch it yourself if you were waiting for it to hit streaming. There you go. And then we have our Buffy bit. Okay, so this is Buffy without the Buffy. There's a new audio podcast. So Audible is apparently doing a Buffy series that is reuniting much of the original cast, but not all of the original cast. We are not getting Sarah Michelle Gellar doing the voice of Buffy, because it would seem there is no Buffy in this Buffy story. So the story centers around Spike. Spike is trying to find Buffy, but instead runs into Cordelia, who is the Slayer in an alternate universe. So this is a Buffy multiverse story, because that's all the rage right now. But yeah, we're getting Marsters, we're getting Charisma Carpenter, we're getting a bunch of the original cast coming back to do voices for this, which is pretty freaking cool. Audible is doing some really interesting stuff. This is their first time doing Buffy, so hopefully it goes well so that we can get some more quality things out of them. And that is what we have for our regular ass news, which leaves only TV streaming suggestion for the week. Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. If you're not watching this show and you like horror, what are you doing? I don't care how you felt about the original Walking Dead series, the new Daryl Dixon show, as well as the Dead City show. Both are standalone, are fantastic, but when you add them into the awesome that was the original, in my eyes, then they're just that much better. But there is nothing about this show that wouldn't also just work by itself. You don't need any of the previous stuff. You don't need to have any previous knowledge of the series. You can start episode 1 for free on YouTube. Go watch that and then try and get your hands on episode 2, because episode 2 was good stuff. Go check out Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. That is your suggestion this week for TV. Once again, nerds, this has been the TV and streaming news for the week, taken from the main show, The Week in Nerddom, which is posted on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Thank you for joining me here, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.